It's Friday, Friday. Left for real though? So God's right, brother. Another week down.
What's up, everybody? I'm Glock. That's Duck. This is Duck the Glock podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Hope everyone's about to enjoy their weekend. Have some, parties. Maybe a little cerveza. A little drink. Dude, I just fucking drank some vodka and orange juice.
Good old screwdriver.
Yep, that's what it's called. Screwdriver. With that Grey Goose that you left from 4th of July.
Yeah, brother, I'm not even a big Grey Goose fan. That's the reason I didn't care to take it. I know it wasn't touched, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna drink this shit.
I'm not really either. I just tried it to try it. It's not bad. I'm not used to drinking like the lighter liquor, I guess.
Touche. Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, whoa! Not supposed to have access to do that, brother.
It's actually weird because there is a user limit set on for 2 right now. He's like, don't leave me. Oh, he probably thought you guys were going to start to play Turkey, didn't he?
Yeah.
How has Turkey been going? Now that you're back into it with some of the updates and stuff.
It's pretty good. You know, so remember when I told you about the GPU and shit, and how I fucking was trying to use Daryl's
Problems with your
one
PC.
that took a shit? Well, it's doing it right now. Even like everything's glitchy as fuck. So even when I play the game, so what I was gonna say is, what bringing it back to Tarkov, is that playing the game like it feels, actually pretty good. It feels like Last Swipe. There's a couple things I'm not a big fan of, but the GPU thing is kind of throwing me off because a lot of times my screen is just doing this like.
Yeah, especially for a game like that, because the game is very
I'll
high.
actually record it. I'll take a video and then send it to you just so you can see like the shake in it.
But you don't have to, because that just bothers my eyes, personally, thinking about it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You legit just took the video. Fine, I'll look at it. Whatever you're saying.
Nah, but so
Does it mess with your gameplay, or is it more
Hell
of
yeah.
just an annoyance for like your eyes?
it's a visual thing for sure. Yeah, technically everything moves correctly. Like even in OBS.
Oh yeah, there's like lines going down it or something, like it's refreshing or some
Yeah,
shit.
like the.
Like
I
it's
don't know,
refreshing the rates, or not the rates, the fucking lights, dude. That's I couldn't even play like that, honestly. That'd bother my eyes. Like after a little bit on that, that probably would have killed me.
Yeah, it's fucking me up a little bit. So I gotta get that fixed. But other than that, though, like the changes are definitely they're not horrible, but I wouldn't say they're amazing either. So they're like one of them is what is it called? So they added a couple new guns. They added like a flare mechanic where like you can get like flares and shoot them in the air and it'll call an airdrop. Or you can get a flare gun that'll shoot flares.
I mean, like an air strike,
No,
or like
airdrop.
a fucking
You can call
like
it an
care package drop.
care packages. Yeah, you can call it like a care package with a flare
Or what?
for items.
So like, is that a way to earn specific items? Is through a care drop?
No, it's random. Could be any loot in there. Could be anything in there.
Ah.
So you can get really, really good shit, which is
So it's
not
pretty much just a
often.
way to like bait yourself.
Basically, yeah.
Hey, look.
And that. No, but like
Oh,
sometimes we'll watch the airdrops, so you know what I mean. Like we'll like if we see them
That's
going
like
down,
to be
like
a cool thing to stock though.
yeah.
Or to
Definitely.
like even reverse somebody and just drop that shit and literally just sit on there with a fucking
Dude,
long rifle and just wait for somebody to go and try to snatch it up.
Yeah, I've gotten a decent amount of kills just like happen to be close to the airdrop and literally just watch somebody run and try to get on, fucking start looting it because it's like a huge box when you open it up, like the sorting table. You know how like you're, how like when you open something in the container, I don't know how much did you open when you did play very shortly, but like there's just like a few items usually, but it's like
Yeah.
a massive like box of shit.
Like you can open them or whatnot, yeah.
No, but like it takes forever to search it because you know in Tarkov you have to search the
Oh,
box.
to search item by item, but because
Item
it's
by
so large, it searches everything. Oh,
So it's
okay.
a dude just sitting there for like 30 seconds a minute straight in one spot searching a box. It's like free kills.
Do they drop randomly at all, or is it only by people using
They drop randomly.
Oh, okay.
But so apparently, and
If
I
you
don't
have
know
a
yet.
flare gun, you can call them in yourselves
Yeah.
too, though. So it's
Yeah.
both.
Yep. But so apparently, and I don't know for if this is a fact or not, but I was told that so there's like different colors of flares. So like specific ones have better loot than other ones, like red, green, and white. I think it is, or red, blue, and white.
Like blue, green, blue,
Like red is the
blue access card.
yeah blue key card. Holy fuck. No, but
Turtles pretty cool.
yeah, drop pills. But
Turtles.
But no, so it's interesting. It's not like anything crazy. And the couple new guns like they added the HK, the G36, they added a revolver. I think they actually did it at the end of last fight, but I had already not been playing at this point because I had Kappa and kind of just gave up.
So you're getting like snipes with your revolver,
No,
like 150 yards out.
yeah, 100.
I don't know. What kind of revolver is it? Like actually though, what kind of
It's just
revolver
like
is it?
snubby. I can't remember the name of it. It's like a Rhino.
Does it
is
shoot
what it's
like?
called. Have you seen
Oh,
it?
so it's a long Colt.
Have you seen it? You know what I'm talking about? The Rhino.
I know what the Rhino is
the
in real life.
modern one. The modern one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's just like a 45 long Colt, doesn't it?
Yeah. But no, I think in game they gave it a 357 because there should be a 357 in the Rhino in real life.
There probably is, honestly, because the Rhinos they made multiple versions.
But I don't think they actually called it that, but that's what it looks like. So they must not have got the right.
Should like a 410. That'd be lit.
410.
Like the governor.
The
I don't know how
judge.
useful it'd be.
The judge.
But could you imagine just trolling people with that though? Running around and
my
just
homeboy has the
one
ju-
shot
my
him in the
homeboy-
house.
My homeboy has a judge. She's 410, 450, 45 long Colt and 454 Kasul, which is
I have one.
fucking big boy. Yeah. You have
I
a
have one as
judge,
well.
a raging judge, I mean, or a judge? The
I have
raging
the one that
judge
shoots
shoots the 454 Kasul.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have that one. I've never even. I didn't even know they made that one. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Not just the
it's-
410 and the 45 long Colt. That's what mine
yeah,
does.
So the raging judge shoots a 454 Kasul also.
I think that's what the governor
like a-
shoots to now.
Fucking.
Because Smith and
it's
Wesson
like-
made the governor to like compete with that, and that's what they make. It shoots all of them.
Yeah. But so, anyways, it's I actually haven't tried it yet because I haven't found one, and I'm not gonna go buy one just to buy it because I heard that they're dog shit. They're like a base, like a scav type gun. They're like just a cheap, like fuck, I need a gun. Right now.
Something different they added to the game, pretty much.
Yep.
Not really something that like
Yeah.
you're actually gonna want to run.
They did it with a few. They
Kind of
like,
makes sense. It's a revolver.
Yeah, they added like a double barrel, like 19.
There's a reason revolvers
shotgun.
aren't actually used in military because they're not actually that great of guns.
Yeah,
I mean, they're reliable if you don't want something to get fucking clogged or
yeah.
stuck because they won't jam.
If you only
Like,
need 6 shots.
Fucking, or 8. Some.
No, but so yeah, they did
You
that with a
got
lot
this,
of
the
guns
jamming
though.
part's
Like
the nice
they
part about
added
them,
they added a double barrel shotgun last wipe, and everybody was like, "Wow, what the fuck?" Like it was kind of like.
I think it'd be
amusing
cool
to
for like
use.
video content though.
Yeah, but it's like
Like yeah, your
whatever.
skill level, like going just to troll people with guns like that would be, I think, like entertaining to some people.
yeah, but
If you think about it, it's just like if there's a 410, like no one's actually gonna want to use that like strategically to like actually, but just to go in with random shit just to have fun
Yeah.
and just troll people. Like
no, me and Damien used to do that.
Would be kinda
on
fun.
A lot of games we would just take troll guns. Like there's a gun called a Keter. And it's basically it's a tiny ass submachine gun with a silencer on it, but it's like only has like I think 25 or 30 round clips, and it shoots like the weakest bullet in the game. So what it does is it has the least amount of penetration. So in Tarkov, your bullets have pen and damage.
so if people have armor, it takes longer or whatnot.
If it doesn't have pen, yeah. But if it has damage, what you can do
But I'm
is
saying for that gun specifically, because you said that.
But they have high damage. Those rounds do. So they have almost no pen,
Mm.
but they have high damage. So what you do is you aim at their legs. It's called leg meta, and you just full auto somebody's legs. And because it does so much damage, the damage is like it's like a multiplier. So once your legs are blacked out, the damage spreads throughout the rest of your body until you're dead. So like you could because it shoots so fast, it's like a cheap shitty ass gun. It's like 13,000 rubles. Mind you, like a meta gun is like 200K. So like it's like 13,000 rubles. But if you just know how to use it, you just sprint up to people and just spray at their legs, you can kill them. It's hilarious.
Yeah. So literally stuff that people just use
Trolling.
to troll or to be toxic. That's all it's for.
Yeah, it's trolling. But
Which I feel like is good. Like once again, if you're a content creator and you want to put like YouTube videos of just trolling people on Tarkov, like people who play Tarkov, that's part of the reason they play is just to troll people, because that's the kind of game it is. But
It's a hardcore survival looter shooter game.
yeah, but I mean,
I
like
get
most
that
people
there's
who play that
trolling
are like
aspects.
trollers
Yeah,
because it is so sweaty.
they're controllers.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. There's a lot of games like that where if you're really good at it, then you're gonna troll people. Just saying that game itself is
Toxic.
definitely.
The community, yo, and I don't hate to say this, but to be honest with you, the Tarkov community, like their social media pages are by far the most toxic communities I've ever been in any game. It's like unbelievably toxic. Like I don't understand how people like what are we doing here, brother? Like people are just talking mad shit to each other all the time, just constantly talking shit about the game, bitching and making shit posts and shit. I'm like, bro. And like I
But you
get that
could always
that's a
go to
lot
League
of
of
social
Legends.
media. Yeah. Like I get that that's a lot of social media, especially with video game communities. But like Tarkov is legit. Like no matter what anybody says, no matter what they say, almost everyone just disagrees just to be a troll. It's like, bro, like you can't have a single productive conversation in those at all in those groups. Like none.
Yeah, well, no, I actually don't really follow it that much, but that
But I
doesn't
mean,
surprise me because
yeah, I
it's
also
that
don't
kind of
care that
game.
much.
Once again,
Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't need I hate to say this, but I don't need like the social media community to like give me any knowledge or anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know the game so well.
but that even makes it more of a reason. Is like you see the people who play it, it's so toxic. Those the people who play are gonna be the same people who are gonna watch the content that people put out for that stuff.
Yeah,
So if you're doing toxic shit in game just to be best around people, that's how you get people to be like entertained and stay entertained in it.
yeah,
Plus, I think it just changes the challenge and it gives you something different to do. Like especially since you and like Damien hit Kappa or whatever it is, like way too early. Like you guys already finish up what there is to do in the game besides literally just go and hunt people and for fun.
yeah. We started a
End
couple
game.
weeks late on this wipe. Yeah, for in game. We started the wipe a couple weeks late this one, but we're still gonna do the Kappa push because. So another thing, if anybody is watching that actually does like Escape from Tarkov, is we heard from a little birdie that they dropped Kappa from level 62 to 55, which is huge. So before there was no limit on it. Then they made it. Damien would know better, but I think they made it originally. They bumped it all the way up to like 70, and then people were like, "That's impossible." So then they took it down to 62. Last wipe, I got Kappa 62. It took fucking forever of playing. It didn't take. I had it pretty early in the wipe compared to obviously
Does it
most
actually
people, but it
make
took
sense
so
they're
many
doing it?
hours. It took like 1,000 hours almost.
So it actually makes sense that they're doing it though
Oh,
too.
it's
It's not
way
like
too hard.
they're doing it just to make it easier. It's
It's
actually
way
like, okay,
too.
this is a
Yeah.
good balancing.
It was way too
Okay, yeah.
much, way too much, bro. You literally had to, I literally put like 1,000 hours in the game last wipe to get Kappa, and that was early. I was grinding that bitch like 12 to 16 hours a day, streaming, just trying to get it fast. But
Okay, that makes sense then.
but so you do what's it called? And it probably wasn't quite 1,000, but it was a lot of hours. But anyway, so now they dropped it down to 55. So the thing is, so the XP that it takes you to get from level 60 to 62 is the same as it takes you to get from level 1 to level 60. Like it's like 7 million XP or some shit, which is a fuck ton of XP. Like a good raid, like a really good raid, is like 15,000 XP. So like yeah, so like
So
I mean, you get
pretty
tasked.
much, it's the point of it is literally just to give you something to grind to do.
Yep.
That's the only purpose of it.
Yeah.
And then when you hit it, obviously people are like, okay, this guy plays a shit ton because he's Kappa. But it's not actually like challenges things. It's more just based on your time played.
Yep. You just gotta,
Obviously, if you're better,
well,
you'll get more XP, so you'll go quicker.
yeah.
So time doing it, by the time it takes you to get that, especially like right after a wipe,
Well,
is
and
obviously going to express your skills to an
yeah,
extent. But
well, that also being said is that a large part of getting it is doing your task. Well, actually, you have to do your task to get Kappa. You have to have all the tasks done.
that makes sense to
So
them.
that being said, there's a lot of tasks that require skill. Like there's a lot of PvP tasks. There's a lot of like game knowledge tasks. So if you don't have game knowledge, or you're shitty at PvP or you're just dog shit. Like you're not gonna get Kappa. No matter how many hours you put in, you're not gonna get it if you can't. Like dude, like the Shooter Born in Heaven, you have to get 300-meter headshots on like 7 different maps. It's like that's like you have to be pretty decent at the game to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then there's
Yeah.
like ones you have to get grenade kills. You have to get kills with a pistol against players, not like scavs, which is much harder because pistols are
That's the shit that annoys me.
like
Like, that's
pistols
the
are
shit
like
that I
they're
don't
not
fuck up.
horrendous, but they're not good. Like they're like, I have a pistol. I'm
Not
kind
like
of being
Fortnite
forced to use
pistols
it. Yeah, so
where you
like
can
yeah,
literally just.
so like it's one of the first tests you get like early on, and I have it right now stirrup. So you have to only get 3 pistol kills, and I'm still stuck at 2. I also don't run a pistol every game, and so there's games you're never gonna see people, and then there's games where the only people you're gonna see are super geared, and all you have is a fucking pistol and nothing else. And it's like, yeah, you can be good. Like I killed a couple people already, but like you really have to like force yourself into doing those things, which I think is good and bad because it definitely allows you to like grow as a player because you have to learn how to use these things.
Even though some of them really aren't necessarily like huge, because you're most like very rarely gonna do that, right? Like
Yeah.
grenade kills. Let's be honest. If you do get some, it's like good.
Yeah, grenades
It's
are
like your first objective when you're fighting someone isn't gonna be like, oh, I need to know how to get a grenade kill.
yeah,
But I get what you're saying. Though, having experience with your handguns, especially for a game like that is super realistic based.
yeah.
Like if you're in a tight situation where you have to use your handgun to finish off somebody or whatever. I mean, yeah, it definitely could. I could see how it definitely impact your difference.
Yeah.
I'm curious to what kind of challenges they have now that outside like that.
Drastic,
So.
you look like a PvE champ.
Yo.
Yeah, so then there's another one. It's like you have to get like sniper level 9. So there's like a couple things that me and Damien
Is
complain
it like
about often.
proficiency within the weapons?
Yeah, but so like basically you have to level up your guns, right, by using them. So by hitting the target gives you a certain amount of points, and killing someone gives you a certain amount of like XP points towards that skill specifically, right? So
Yeah.
the problem is that everything levels up at the same rate. So in AR-15 gives you the same amount of XP points per hit and per kill as a sniper rifle does.
Okay, yeah.
So
Whereas a sniper is 1 or 2 shot,
yeah, so
and a pistol could take you 12 shots to get a
yeah,
kill.
so if you take a raid with a sniper and you get 3 kills, like that's a fucking fire rate. Like that's one of the last tasks you have to do because it's fucking hard to get 3 kills on a player. 3
In a
player
single
kills
one?
in a single match with a sniper rifle, yeah, on a specific map too, on Woods, which is the best sniper
Which is
map,
cool.
but-
That is
It's
cool
hard.
though. Like they actually are making you like
Oh, it's hard.
challenge yourself to be great at the game. Though. That's just pretty cool.
Oh, it's fucking
for a
hard.
game like that.
Like what I do is I bring it. It's called
Not
a
that I
S-
would do it.
on Woods. What I do is yeah. So what I do is I bring a SVD. It's with the boss on Woods, right? He has one of these guns, and he like when he spawns on the map, he'll just shoot it like kind of randomly at people, so everyone knows he's on the map and everyone will go to that area, right? So what I'll do is I'll go to that area, make sure that he's not there, and I'll bring SVD with me every time, and I'll shoot it in the air to get people to come to the area, and then I'll kill them with a bolt
There
action.
has to be actual players. It can't be.
Yeah, it has to be players,
Scavs.
like real life.
But it can be
players.
players scavs.
No players. PMCs. Yeah. So
Aren't you
geared-
timed in how long you stay there too, though?
Yeah. Like I think Woods has a 40-minute timer, 45-minute timer. Damien would know the exact time.
Bro,
but-
could you imagine you're sitting there for like 30 minutes, you get 2, and then like literally just sit there for 15 and nobody, and you just have to leave?
I can do more than imagine. I've done
I'm sure that would
before.
happen plenty of times, but like that would be frustrating alone. That would be really what's the frustration
It's
behind it.
challenging though.
Because getting kills with a sniper probably isn't that hard in a game like that once you
No, it's
figure
hard.
out the drop and the range.
No, it's hard.
Because it's super realistic.
No, it's
So
hard.
they're not like one shots.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What do you mean that it's hard then? Because like if you're in the right position and like a real life sniper,
Because nobody stands
Like
still
hotspots?
ever. Very rarely, unless they're like looting something. That's the only time realistically, or they're just super bad. But decent players are not going to ever stand still. And even though it's realistic, the hit registration I wouldn't say is perfect. So there's a lot of times where like you'll feel like you had a
like
clean
Fortnite
headshot.
DMR.
Yeah.
Like Fortnite DMR.
And then not get the kill. But no, if you hit somebody with a headshot with any sniper rifle in the game, they're
They're
dead.
done.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
dead. Unless they have like, if you have the worst sniper bullets and somebody has the best helmet, they might ricochet one. But for the most part,
Get
they're
lucky.
going straight through that shit. Yeah, they're killing anybody with a headshot. But the thing is, so say I go in a raid where I get 3 sniper kills, right? And I might get I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but let's say 1 point for a hit and 5 points for a kill. That's not the actual numbers, but just as an example. 1 point for a hit, 5 points for a kill. Say I one shot all the guys except maybe one time one guy hit him in the chest and he had plates on it, didn't kill him, then I hit him in the head. Okay, so I have 3 points, 4 points. Yeah, and then a headshot, right? So I have like maybe 9 points. Now say I use an AR, I get the same amount of points for every hit and every kill, but you're shooting guys with right into their fucking chest and legs and arms. So you're getting like fucking on one guy, you might get 6 or 7 points plus the 5 for the kill, and then the next guy, and then the next guy, and then the next guy. You're like, it's so tremendously different that it's like, it's fucking annoying, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, I understand why they did it that way, but it does not realistic, because in order for me to level up sniper, which is the only one you actually have to level up for tasking to get Kappa, is I have to kill so many fucking people with it. Now the good thing is it counts it with scavs, but still, again, with the AR, I can just go brr, 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 just spraying everything I see down and just stacking up points.
The sniper
like,
pretty much just keep going in game after game, trying to get
dink, 5 points, and then an AR, I'm like, brr, 35 points off 2 players in a scat. Like, it's insane. But yeah, enough raging about that. I don't know. There's
Raging Cajun.
There's still like there's a lot of changes that they made that I don't really fuck with either. Like they made the So what they did is, so this game is pretty well known for having RMT issues because of the type of game it is. You know, RMT is, right? So like, yeah, so it's known for like having RMT issues. So what they did was, so what people used to do is they would like, you could basically just order on like a website. You could pay somebody to just bring you a bunch of gear, right? Or money or whatever, right? So then what they did
That's a good business trade, but they're
so
you gotta play games that you like doing, and then you just sell shit.
Yeah. So then what they did was they made it so like a bunch of these items now you just can't drop them in game. If you go into the game with like keys, or like you're like, that guy's looking mad cute right now.
So you have to kill somebody.
So even if I say I bring those keys. I'm not doing this, but say I was going to bring the keys into a raid to sell to somebody or to give to somebody. If I put them in my backpack, even if they kill me because they weren't found in raid, which means that I brought them into the raid with me, then they just disappear.
So they're removing the purpose of the game then. Because the purpose of that game is to kill people and take their loot, so they're removing a portion of that game.
It's not all loot. It's very specific high value items.
It's still dumb though, because
I agree.
especially a key, because if your objective is to use that key to get somewhere, access something, then they're just that's just dumb. That's dumb as shit, actually.
Trust me. So trust me. I know, but so like if I take that key,
their concept of it, because they want people to play, but like let's be honest, the amount of people actually doing that is probably very slim. Yeah. And the people that are buying are probably too fucking lazy to actually play the game, so they just give up then anyways and never play the game, and then they lose a user anyways.
Yeah, I agree, 1000%. So, but my thing is,
Goofy.
So say I find like a good key that you need for a quest, right?
Like a blue key card.
You don't need a blue key card for a quest, but yeah, sure. But say like one that I need for a quest. One for a quest specifically. So say I go do my quest, I use that key to get into wherever area I need to get into with that key to do my quest, right? I'm done with the quest. I don't need the key anymore because it's only to do a quest, right? But then say Damien's on and now he needs to do that quest, or somebody else, one of my friends, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll just drop you the key. You can go do it whenever you're ready to do it. No problem. Now
you go with him and use the key card for him though?
Yes, but now I have to go with those people in raid.
Yeah, okay, that's what you're just about to say.
Chauffeur them around to fucking
hey, please show me, Johnny.
Do their quest and then back out, and then say they die, and then we have to redo it, or they die again, and then we have to redo it again. So I can't just give them the key and be like, "Yo, go finish your quest," because I'm not gonna fucking be your daddy for the day. You know what I mean? To help you do this quest. And you know, for me and Damien's a little bit different. Like we're brothers. We're both very good at the game, so we just kind of just do our shit and we get it over with. But that was the main thing for me, is like if I'm trying to be nice or helpful to somebody, can't do that. The Twitch, when I was doing the like heavy streaming still, when I would do the giveaways, I can no longer do giveaways because all the valuable items I was giving away you can't drop in raid anymore.
But you can, it's just like it's useless giveaways.
Well, Drastic, I am your father actually. I've been waiting to tell you.
So it's just goofy getaways. It's
biologically though, yeah, I am your father. Me and your mother used to have a lot of fun in the late 90s. But anyways, yeah, so like you can't, and I mean that's whatever, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, you can't do giveaways, oh, boo-hoo, but like that's something that I could do to have a small community.
Boo-hoo, like that makes sense though, because that's a lot of streamers build communities because they can.
I have a small loyal community when I am streaming They come to me. They watch me every day. I have decent subscribers when I'm streaming regularly. And so, like, those people, like, I'm just trying to give back to them. Like, I'm way ahead of them in the game. I don't need these
Giving them a
keys.
kiss
I
on
don't
the
need this
lips,
gear.
kind of thing.
I'm
Yeah.
so, like,
Kiss
I'm
on the
just
knees.
trying to give them a little kiss on a little peck on the cheek.
Little hug, big hug, little kiss, little kiss. I want to watch that movie.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I get that. Like, that's what I do with, like, Smite shit, because they do have that in-game gifting, which is kind of nice. Or so, I mean, Fortnite has the same thing, in-game gifting. That's just, like, you think in general, I mean, I get Tarkov is a really small team, right? They're like a 4 or 5 person developer team, or at least they used to be. I don't know if
yeah,
they've
they're big
probably
now.
grown a lot by now, because they're pretty big.
They're
But,
I think
like,
last time I saw something, there were like 20 people.
you know how much money you make off that shit, though? Because, like, your buddy plays a game with you, and you're like, oh, buy this for you if you play with me. Or, like, oh, that's cool, whatever. Like, oh, cool. Or, like, for streamers and shit. Like, all games should have options like that
Bro,
within them.
they sell packs of EFT during specials. I think I need a present.
What are you doing there, geysers?
No, but they sell literally packs. Like during specials, you'll be like, buy 3 digital copies of EFTs, and you can give them to your friends and family and shit. So
I wish I had 3 friends or family.
yeah, right. No, but so the thing is, right? I understand the concept, but really, what it does is it lets cheaters that are getting accounts banned just be like, just buy 3 accounts for a discount. It's like. So you just gave the cheater basically 2 free accounts just to go
That's
cheat.
not a bad idea, though.
Like, so stupid. I'm moving the mouse around my left hand. Right.
Brother, god damn.
I don't think you've seen my left hand
left.
since we started the podcast.
Wait a minute. No, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of I don't know. There's a lot of, I'm saying mostly negative stuff right now. There's some dope stuff is, I told you they added a G36.
Yeah, that actually is clean. I love that gun. I want that gun so badly.
Yeah, IRL, their gun's sick as fuck. And then they added new bosses, which is, they're dope. They're hard to kill, but they have super dope gear, and they look super, super clean. Then they added the extension to Lighthouse, which is actually a pretty dope area with good loot in it. It's kind of a bitch to get in there because everybody knows about it still, and it's early wipe, so there's still like 200,000 people playing right now. And then, which is cool, but like if you were just trying to just go in there and like get loot, like it wouldn't be a fun situation more than likely. And then other than that though, I mean, it's basically the same fucking game it was last wipe. Like they still have all the movement is still kind of sluggish in the beginning because so like in
so many people active it too. Because
Yeah.
I wonder if that makes that kind of a issue because they're probably strain their servers a lot.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, dude. The wait times to get into lobbies can be like fucking 8 minutes just to get into a game. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of a long time. Because, like,
It's not like
I was talking to one of my friends, and, like, so the problem with Tarkov that I get
like
that a lot
Smite
of,
queues.
yeah, like, the problem with Tarkov that a lot of people have is they're not patient. They don't really want to play that type of game. So, like, if you have to really want to play that type of game to put up with all the negatives of it. But like the huge
Like,
negative is
Smite.
that if you spend 3 hours playing Tarkov, maybe an hour of that was in raid, probably an hour and a half of that was in your inventory, and a half an hour was in queue times. Like legitimately.
Which is one of the things, honestly, that kind of drew me off because there were so many times where like I only did like probably 10
seconds would be-
raids.
No, I agree. My bad. 30 seconds could be a long queue time. Like that's what I'm saying though. Like I don't know if you're talking about Brian's comment about
You can
Smite.
look at it, his message. He's obviously being sarcastic.
Yeah.
30 seconds is a long time for some people. You got a minute, yeah.
No, but I used to think that about COD. Dude, when I was playing Search and
I mean,
Destroy,
Smite, you have like
Dude,
2.5 minute queues, brother.
I'm aware. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
not forever, but like 2.5 minutes just sitting there waiting. I mean, of course, granted, it's
Dude,
not hard to entertain.
I've had a
but
queue in Tarkov with Damien where we were waiting like over 20 minutes in queue.
yeah, there's a certain point where you're just ignorant and you're too stubborn that you should just leave and try again
I
or
was gonna
something.
say ignorance, not the
Different
word.
place.
Stubborn
Maybe
was
stubborn.
the word.
Yeah,
used
you're
there,
just
for
stubborn.
sure.
You're gonna sit there for 20 minutes waiting to play a game. Like, nah, fam. At that point, just go play Monopoly, finish the game, and come back and play a game of Tarkov.
But
Like I think like 5 minutes I would be like, I mean, I guess I say that, but then ranked conquest sometimes has like 6 minute queues, and I'll sit in there wait for it just because
yeah,
you can't do anything about
I
it.
think like a normal queue in Tarkov is between probably like I would say like 4 and 8 minutes. That's I know kind of
Mm.
like a long period of time to say, but like if you're on really really busy servers, like
They
you might
need
be
to
closer to
do
8 minutes. If you're on less busy servers, it might be 1 minute. Like I've had
what they
instant
need.
queues too.
What they need to do is they really need to change the user interface to where you can go into queue
They're
and
talking
still
about
be able
doing
to
that.
access your shit, because like
They're
that would
talking
be
about doing
huge,
that.
because like you just said, there's so many people who literally spend 20, 30 minutes just in their fucking inventory between each game,
We
and
do
then
that
they're
almost
going and
every game.
queuing for another 30
But
minutes. I mean, that's an easy fix though, right? Like I guess in reality all they need to do is just have like another confirm or ready up just for the kind of game it is,
yeah,
because if you're going through your inventory you might accidentally slide something in your backpack or shit that you want to take in, and
yeah.
that would be like the only thing I
And
would
if you
suggest,
die,
like
you lose it
obviously, but
forever. Nobody can pick
or
it
just
up.
don't die. You're good. You're
You're
trash.
good. You're
Dog-
trash. You're
dog water.
garbage. You're dog water. Your ass. No, but no, I agree. They first of all, they've already been talking about doing that, where you can queue and still mess with your inventory, which would be clean, and you wouldn't be able to accidentally put anything in your inventory. So what they're talking about doing is, when you go into a lobby or into like a
Oh,
queue,
it would just be what's not what you do. You don't have
yeah,
on you
you
is
would
what you
only
would
be
say,
able to actually fuck with your inventory,
and
which
that makes big
would
brain
be
because that was really what it should be.
yeah, which
Because
I agree.
then you don't do something stupid or accidental or whatnot when you're
Ridiculous.
putting stuff in your inventory. So that makes sense.
No, I agree. So I was gonna say too is another thing about the inventory thing is like I realize it can be annoying to some people, but like for me, I wouldn't say I enjoy it like thoroughly, but I do enjoy
I think
the small breaks of being like, okay, let me go through my inventory and make sure I don't have a ton of extra shit, make sure I
I
got
think the hard part
ammo
for like
and
new people though too is first of all you just want to get in the game, you want to play games, try to get used to it. But then also like when you're first starting the game, you don't know what the fuck is worth what unless you do the research, right? So you're sitting there like, why do I have a fucking can of beans, and why do I have a fucking bottle of water, and why do I have a fucking 16 different ammo of the exact same ammunition or the exact same caliber? Like it's stuff like that where if you don't play the game or you haven't played the game enough yet, you're like, this just seems like it's all a little extra and more, you know
no,
what I mean, more
one hundred
maintenance
percent,
towards it.
100%. Because I'm at the
See,
point
with how
where
much
I
of like,
immediately know when I see something how much it's worth. Oh, yep, I want that. Yep, I want that. Yep, I want that. Trash, 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 trash. Yep, give me that.
and when you know like the challenges and stuff, you could be like, oh, I need this, and like,
Yep, save it for later.
once I get to the next page of challenges, I know I need this
Yep,
to be able to finish something. So that also helps you in that sense, because like I might sell something and be like, hey, that's actually really rare. You happen to fucking slide on that thing.
yep.
But I think like that, it's not something like if I knew the value of stuff, it'd be a lot better for me because I
That's
am
also a thing where
somewhat
if
like
you,
OCD that I kind of don't mind actually organizing everything to make it look clean and
oh,
like organized.
I make my shit like overwhelmingly organized. Like people be annoyed with how all my cases like. Well, anyways, it's like very very organized in the same way. But I think the better thing would be if you're playing with somebody like me or Damien, for example, you could immediately just say an item, and I'm gonna immediately tell you keep or don't keep, like immediately off the top of my
Yeah,
head, like constantly. Everything you see, I'll know. You just say it, and I'm gonna tell you, yep, you want that, yep, you don't want that.
that's a good
So,
point.
so it helped me a lot. You know, when I started playing, I was playing with Damien, who'd already played for a couple wipes. So, he was already had, basically the same
Yeah, he
knowledge he
wipes you
has
very
now.
often.
Yeah. So we fucking
I was the same with you guys. Even when I played with you guys, honestly, there were a few times where you guys, it was something like stupid, and you guys like, no, keep that because that's a challenge. You'll need it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, obviously playing with somebody, I think in like all accounts that you can think about that game, you're gonna think it's better.
Yeah, if I had to
Because like
learn, if
having
I
map knowledge, knowing like where to loot, what's worth looting, like what's like knowing like real scavs versus player scavs, which is a big difference, honestly.
huge
Like
difference.
stuff like that, like honestly, just the game knowledge is super magnificently different to like
Yep.
make it more enjoyable for you in that sense at
Yeah,
least.
it takes a long time to get there too, though. I got over 3,000 hours in the game already. Damien has even obviously more. So I mean, and I have 3,000 like playing hours in the game, like going through items, going in raids, going like learning
Yeah.
everything about the game. So that being
Not
said,
3 hours of Damon's Elder Scrolls Online game.
so like my thing is Pixar didn't happen. I can, next time I stream, you can literally just remind me and I'll pull it up. I have 3,000. I have over 3,000 hours in 4 wipes. This is my 4th wipe. No, this is
It really only normally takes me a few minutes to wipe personally, but no big deal.
yeah. So, anyways, yeah. All in all, though, I'm getting back into it and I'm enjoying it. Of your feet, I mean. All right, okay. Yeah, I'll DM those to you later.
But they're really
Be
on the wrong,
$35 though.
but they're really on the wrong video site.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, what I was gonna say too, real quick, before we go on, is that I think for this would be you too because you don't play mouse and keyboard, but we've gone over this a fucking 100 times, but I basically learned mouse and keyboard when I started playing Tarkov because I wanted to play Tarkov as bad as I did. And I think that if I had to learn mouse and keyboard, the game, and all of the game knowledge at the same time by myself, I would be nowhere where I'm at right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that'd be miserable
Yeah. So like,
because
if I was already really
you're
good at mouse and keyboard,
trying to
maybe I
get
could learn the
better-
game
yeah.
solo. But like, if I already knew the game really well, but I just need to learn mouse and keyboard, maybe. But having to do
Yeah.
all those things at once, like get good at mouse and keyboard, get effective with it, and then still be able to learn everything about every map and every item and every gun and every ammo and every
No, for sure.
task
That's
in the
that's a
game
game
is, like,
changer. That's a
it's
game
so
changer.
much. So
It's just like MOBAs, though. Honestly, like
Yeah.
no, obviously the mouse and keyboard's different because you can play a controller, but like actually learning like gameplay and the gods and the like builds, items, construct stuff,
mechanics, yeah.
like and all that stuff. Like I think it's the same concept. Some games just have so much to them at once that you have to be willing to learn multiple aptitudes of the game before you actually be good. Whereas like COD, it's like, oh cool, put a gun together and run around and shoot. Or like most competitive games. I mean, most battle royales, the difference is very minimal
Yep.
when you go to play another battle royale.
Yep.
But when you're playing Tarkov with a super realistic, actually like healing yourself in battle, taking care of yourself, and then the map knowledge,
Dude,
like
I
looting
wish-
knowledge, stuff like that.
This is like kind of like a dark wish, but I wish that everyone that played video games had to play Tarkov at some point, just to be miserable and see like, oh wow, fucking COD is so hard to get these weapon builds right. You know what I mean? To get the meta gun in Warzone, yeah. Come over to Tarkov and see how much you fucking hate your life without anybody holding your hand through it, and tell me that fucking Warzone is hard to figure out. Dude, I was literally watching a streamer talk about, oh, the gun builds change so often, the meta gun builds in Warzone change so often. It
That's
sucks.
because
I'm like,
there is definitely metas in Call of Duty. Like it's
no.
very clearly written,
but they're
and so people complain about that. Yeah,
it
but I
takes
get
you
what you're
2
saying.
seconds to find the meta, and you just put the attachments on and done. In Tarkov, you have to physically
very
go
true,
build your
because,
gun with
There's
all the exact
thousands
pieces.
of videos on YouTube and stuff explaining those builds too, because people know that there's so many people that are like, "What's the meta gun in Call of Duty, July 2022?" Like that's because it's easier to look than to actually do it yourself.
And it's getting more popular, so there's definitely more people like putting videos out about like the meta and Tarkov and shit. But like just getting to the point where you can even build the meta gun.
But then
like,
you also have to loot and you have to get this stuff.
exactly, you have
Whereas
to
Call
go
of Duty
find
is
it.
just
You
like,
have to
cool,
go
I
get
already
it. You
have
have to go
this.
get
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
You have to upgrade your hideout to even change guns.
To really?
Yeah, you have to. So in your hideout, you have like all these little stations, right? You have like a med station, like a nutrition unit. You have a shooting range,
How do I prepare a
toiletry
gun?
unit.
I need table to put on gun before
Yeah.
I'm changing stock.
Yeah, you have a workbench.
Uh,
So you
you
have
do-
to
Stupid,
level
obviously,
up,
but whatever.
make money, and get items to unlock your workbench. Then you have to build the workbench. You have to craft it, and then once you're done with that, then you can finally edit your. It's called edit preset, but you can like build the gun out, and then you have to go get all the pieces to even
It's actually
build
really
the gun.
dumb. But
But it's realistic though.
yes, it's not like no. I mean,
It's realistic. No.
I don't know if I'd say you need a workbench to modify a gun because that's definitely not realistic
But you would
whatsoever. Having to
physically
build all
have
that
to go
stuff.
get all the pieces.
Obviously,
put them
yes, you
together.
have to get parts, but like the fact that they don't let you modify guns until you get to that stage where you have a workbench is stupid.
No.
in
You
my
can
opinion.
modify guns. You just can't edit preset, which means that you can't go and specifically build it out the way you want it. You just have to literally just get lucky and find a part and be like, does it fit? Okay, cool. And put it on the gun until you get workbench. Then when you get workbench, it's called edit preset. And you can go through
Oh,
and
you're
you can
pretty
see,
much the workbench just allows you to develop blueprints for specific builds
Basically.
that you prefer.
basically. And yes, and then you can save a file.
And then it'll tell you what parts you need, and then you go and get the parts.
Yeah.
Okay, that's completely different than what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, You can't just not
That makes
upgrade
sense.
guns until you get workbench.
No,
You get
that's what I
workbench
was saying. I was
early.
like, bro, that's weird.
But if you know what you're doing, again, this is something about
Yeah, if you don't know
game
what the fuck you're
knowledge.
doing.
But I know what I'm doing, so an hour into the game, I already have workbench unlocked. You know what I mean? Like it took realistically probably like 2 or 3 hours.
I think it's only for me. It's only like 26 minutes.
26 minutes, dude. You're fucking
Yeah, blindfolded, of
zooming.
course.
You get modified guns. You get with lucky with attachment. You get lucky with attachments.
Again, you English, please.
No, you can. Yeah, well, without the workbench, technically you can't edit your preset, but you can modify the gun if you get lucky with the attachment. Yes. But once you have your workbench, you can just edit preset, and as long as you've seen the item once or inspected it, then you can just go through and see every option to put on that gun and figure out what's the best.
Good hair day.
And so, like in Tarkov, you have ergonomics, you have your vertical recoil control, horizontal recoil control, your weight matters on your gun, the velocity, the sighting range, all that matters. Like actually matters in game to get kills. Like if you fuck up your sighting range on like a sniper rifle, if you have it too low because you want to do like a high ergonomic one so you can be snappier with it, you're not gonna be able to kill anybody out like 700.
Make it snappy.
Yeah, snappy.
Make it snappy. Get a turtle soup and make it snappy.
Take an alligator soup. Make it
Yeah,
snappy.
alligator soup, that's what it is. I'm make it snappy. I don't know. It is definitely one of the cool aspects of the game. Is how super realistic they make portions of the game. No doubt.
Yeah, I mean, and we've talked about this before, and I've bitched about it probably 1,000 times. But there's so much shit in this game that's so unreal, so off the wall, unrealistic that it doesn't even make sense for them to be so realistic in some aspects, right?
Well, it might be realistic in Russia. Who knows? Could have went over there.
True, you might be able to wipe Vaseline on your nose and
That
jump off
sounds
of
like
a
a Russian
three-story
thing.
building, break your legs, and then run away.
I'm fine now. Do not worry. I'm Vaseline.
I
go
have
now to
ibuprofen.
I go freedoms.
I only break both of my legs when I jump off of a roof of a building. Now I can run 17 yards.
Oh, think of the Vaseline. Yeah, obviously that. But I mean, there's no.
Like,
There's
if you
only
get your
certain
if you
extent
get
of
your
how
leg
realistic
shot
that,
off or
though.
your arm shot off or your stomach blacked out,
blown off, yeah. But
no,
that's
like
different.
you shoot it off. But like if
That's
that
what I'm saying.
happens,
That's what I'm saying. Though. Like if you
you
lose,
can
your
stitch it
fucking
back
arm.
on. You have a CMS kit and it literally unblacks your arm, which means if it was black, that means you lost that limb. But you can just use the sewing kit. Basically, it's not a sewing kit; it's a surgical kit. But you can use a surgical kit in game to put your arm back on and then heal it to get more health. Which, okay, so it's to a certain extent. I realize that they want you to be able to like play the game without just instantly dying every fucking time you get shot.
Like eventually, you just lose your leg, and then now you're in a wheelchair for the rest of the time you
Yeah,
play
like
that game.
eventually, like the shit would get fucking.
Man, this game
annoying
gets
as fuck.
really tough.
Rolling around with the fucking AR and shit.
If you're only rolling one, you're most.
Dude, if you
likely
lose
to-
your fucking firing arm, dude, you're fucked.
he just he put a string, and then you're.
The guy that plays video games, they're blowing on the thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be. No, Tarkov is super realistic. It sucks.
You could turn into a chicken nugget and still be doing combat. No arms, no legs.
are you?
Just a
A chicken
torso and a
nugget?
head. Chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget. I don't know. I mean, yeah, they obviously have to have some boundaries of what's gonna be.
That's what I'm
realistic
saying
and whatnot.
because if the problem is when you go so much into realistic, like you might as well just be playing a simulator, which some people would say it is a simulator game. Dang, that's crazy. I usually tell the bullet, please don't. It usually doesn't do any damage when I do, so I'm good. What? So anyways, so
Anyways.
so the
As you were
problem is
saying.
when you get so far into being like a simulator, right? Is that you're just playing a simulator. You're not playing a video game at that point. In my opinion, there's difference. Yes, it's a video game.
Did you
but
see
it's,
House Flippers on Game Pass?
no, I didn't. But I won't.
Just curious
I won't
because
download it.
I know you already have it, so it doesn't really matter. But
But my
That's
thing
what
is
those
like
letters.
there's a huge like there is military simulator games like that are
yeah, like
you get shot and you're
Arma
fucking
or whatever,
dead.
right? Isn't that what Arma's like?
I think Arma and there's another one, 2 squads and shit, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh yeah, that's the one that you were talking about again.
Yeah,
Or maybe
but
it was
so
Daryl. I don't know.
that was me, yeah. Because I was watching Shroud play. It actually does look fun, but it's definitely like one of those things where you got to not be pissed off when you die, because if you get shot, you're gonna die. It's realistic, not like in Tarkov where you can tank 3 bullets because you got to.
You respawn?
In squads,
Do you
yeah.
respawn?
Yeah.
Oh, then I wouldn't mind. I don't care about A.
Yeah, you respawn into like a base
Games should be
location.
more like that, actually.
Like a
That's why
controlled location.
I mean, that's well, and I know you're not saying me specifically, but like that's the reason we play hardcore Call of Duty, though.
Yep.
It's
No,
because that's
I
the shit that
agree.
we like. We like the fact that, like, okay, if someone gets shot, they're dead. It's not, oh, cool, I just dropped an entire magazine into somebody and now they're
Now,
cutting
okay,
my throat with a pocket knife.
So don't get me wrong. Tarkov is a very, very, very fast time to kill. The TTK on Tarkov is it's like hardcore COD. It's almost instant. Especially, but the thing is that
Trust my
it makes a
experience.
huge difference. Yeah, it makes a huge difference if you have good bullets against shitty armor. You're gonna instantly kill someone every time. But if you have bad bullets against good armor, which I guess is realistic in a sense, but there's a certain point too where you're like, so the face shields for like some of the helmets, like they're ballistic plastic or whatever, ballistic glass, whatever you want to call it. Like, okay, those might, under very, very lucky circumstances, ricochet like
Those are
a shotgun
ricochet.
pellet
Yeah.
or a 22 round. Probably, maybe not even that.
Dropping like a 380
But
right
like,
through the
yeah, if I shoot a fucking AR-10 at your fucking
yeah, like
face
a
mask,
blackout or like a
like
two five,
yeah,
5.56,
if I
some
shoot a
shit like,
fucking
yeah.
7.62 by 39 through at your fucking face shield, it's not gonna ricochet, brother. It's gonna go straight through that shit. Like now, off your helmet, it's actually happened in real life. Like that's definitely gonna happen.
Yes. It also depends on the angle and all that shit. Yes.
You're
there's
also gonna
very
have a concussion
plausible
so
chances,
bad
but
that you're gonna probably be a vegetable for the
you
next
probably would
48
go
hours.
knocked out.
Yeah.
You'd be knocked out. You'd be knocked out. There's no way you'd be running still at that point, regardless.
Which
If it
they
doesn't
also
go
said
through
they're
the helmet.
adding that as a mechanic. They are adding the I can't remember what they're calling it, but it's basically like a knocked out feature. Like you
With
could
that community, that'd be some weird, probably sus things going to be coming from that game. If that
so what
happens.
you could do so what could happen
Just
is
saying.
say me and you are on a team and somebody headshots you, it hits your helmet, ricochets, you get knocked out, but I can like team drag you up to like
I
a safe
can
area,
lift you up.
and then I would have to try to continue the fight and win it before you fucking wake up, or by the time, or until you wake up, I would have to play by myself. Which
I can see a lot of memes coming out of that.
yeah,
Maybe at that point, I'll play that game.
I think it'd be funny.
At that point, I'll play the game.
If I knock somebody out, bro, I'm just gonna walk over and just put my nuts in their mouth, dude.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. There's gonna be some really sus ass shit coming from that game. I'm gonna do that though. Like you just knock someone out and then you're just like, "You wanna play a game?" And then literally just sit there and mess with them because you're like so bored. I don't know. I could definitely see how that would be actually kind of enjoyable just to troll people. But I'm not good enough at that game anyways to actually probably ever do that. So in reality,
If you
doesn't
tried,
matter.
which we both know how that's gonna go, but if you really,
Nah, because mouse and keyboard is just too much for me for learning curve.
so what new games are coming out and that have a good chance of being good? Zero.
This year, absolutely none of
Redfall.
them.
Does Redfall come
I
out
did
this year?
hear. Yeah, that's supposed to come out actually in October, I think.
Have you heard
Redfall
of
does look good,
Redfall Drive.
but I'm
Look it
not
up.
too like.
Vampire
in
like
big
survival multiplayer game. This looks pretty.
I
Sick.
did hear this isn't. I don't know if it's true because I haven't checked it, but I did hear that oh, what is it? Black Flag? Is that, no, that's
Yeah.
the Assassin's Creed version. What's the
Assassin's Creed
actual? What's the Ubisoft one that they're making? That's not Assassin's Creed. Skull and Bones.
Skull
I
and
did
Bones,
hear
okay.
that they're releasing game footage for that sometime within the next month, and then at E3 it is, I think, the one in September. They're going to actually release a date for the game.
Jesus.
So there's a lot of expectations that it's coming out next year.
Nice.
Do you have any hopes for Skull and Bones? Like, does that
I don't know anything
entertain you
about
at all?
it. Oh, do I have hopes
Like a
for
Sea
it?
and Thieves? Yeah, it's a Sea and Thieves. It's like a Sea of Thieves, except for it's more realistic. Like it's supposed to be like massive ship
Listen,
battles,
Here's my thing.
pirating stuff.
I get seasick, motion sickness. So
I get like G sick and Q sick
Hot
letters,
stink breath?
brother.
no, brother. I got a pretty ass mouth.
Uninstalling PC?
What? I threw it out my window, dude. Fuck these games. No, but then they're also doing next year now. But the what the fuck is it called? Starlight. I'm blanking
Starfield?
now. Starfield. There you go. I'm blanking now.
Starlight.
Starlight.
That's
I was boys watching the boys.
I haven't watched that episode yet, brother. I need to watch it.
What's the
Finale came out today, I think. From what I understand.
Then I haven't watched it either. I've watched
Yeah.
all the way till.
Oh, it came out like yesterday night, but you know what I mean.
Oh, so yeah, I haven't watched it then. Nice. Wait, that's the season 3 finale.
I don't know if it's season or series, but yes.
I think the
it is
last
supposed to be
thing I
the finale
saw
from what I
was
understand.
Soldier Boy was like fucking people up. I don't remember exactly what happened in that episode. I'm not even
Much
gonna lie
this
to
whole
you.
season. So
I've not watched any of that, to be honest. The Boys, dude, it's good. There's like a lot of like political underlying messages that kind of is annoying to me because I feel like
yeah,
they could
there's
just
just
do
some
without it.
there's some episodes that are a little disgusting too. If you're
Yeah, there's one where there's a
not
dude
into
that
some of the,
shrinks.
you know.
He can shrink.
Well, yeah, actually, no. Honestly, just watch it.
What's his name? Termite. Yeah.
Honestly, just watch it.
Just watch season 3, episode 1, and you will have
First
a good
10 minutes
time.
is all you gotta watch. You'll enjoy it. No, but there's a lot of parts of the show that like could have lived without that, but whatever. But the plot is
Honestly, I
somewhat
think
there.
Drastic will like
Even
that
though
one though. The way he be talking to me.
I feel like they're. You know what?
Let's just say
Not
that there's
gonna
a
know, just take a
man
watch
that
it.
likes other men that can shrink. So let your imagination go where it will.
Imagination.
What about Toxic? Dad would
I
know.
don't watch it.
What the fuck? It's daddy to you, boy.
Well, brother, I don't know, dude. It's not a bad show. I just wish that I just think that they make a lot of stuff really extreme, and I think they're not realizing how much like mental issues that they're putting in this without any resolution to them. So they're kind of making a meme out of mental issues to an extent too. For some of the people, I don't know,
Yeah,
like
like
they're
fucking Homelander.
probably not acknowledge it, but like that's generally what they're doing. I mean, not even just him. There's a lot that they're making like. They're pushing stuff and they're like making kind of a joke out of it in a sense and like a issue with it versus actually recognizing it, which is a little disappointing. But yeah, Homelander himself is half of that. Half of that is his just him. But
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
agree. I
that's
agree
weird.
1000%. I feel like they like to like crystallize over the things that they should be trying to put messages behind. Instead, they're just trying to make it all messages about a specific political party, which is like, I don't know, it's just weird to me. Like you could have just left that out. You know what I mean? Like the gun show one and shit like that. I was like, okay, brother. Like you didn't.
it's funny though.
Like, I
actually.
get it was
It's
kind
so
of funny,
stupid.
but at the same time, but like it's only funny to us because we know how stupid it is. Like that's not at all how they work at all. Like not even close. Whoever
Yeah,
made that
obviously.
clearly has never been to a gun show, right? But the problem
it's
is people that don't know that
Uneducated people, so
are
yeah.
gonna be like, "Wow, that's how easy it is to go into a gun show."
It kind of is cheese-tastic. I think the only reason is as successful
It's
as
meant
it
to
is
be cheese.
is because it's super controversial.
Yeah,
Like everything is nothing to the standard of what you expect from a superhero TV show or movie.
yep.
That's the only reason it is successful.
At-
It's the same reason Impossible or Invincible. It's the same reason Invincible
Yeah.
popped off because it's the exact opposite of what you expect from a superhero movie. So people get hyped up about it. But in reality, dude, like this show, if it had nothing to do with superheroes and it was just the drama behind the show, nobody would watch this shit. Like
Yeah,
honestly, it's not
100%.
actually that good.
Yeah.
It's just because they're superheroes and all that stuff.
Yep. I think the cheese though is like the kind of the point though. I feel like at the same time
Yeah.
they're making
That's
fun
what
of
they're going
superhero
for.
movies. Yeah.
No, it's definitely what they're going for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like,
'Cause
I
you see-
appeal to it a little bit. Like I can see the point in that. It's funny.
Which is kind of funny because yeah, superhero movies have dominated with Marvel, the MCU
Dude.
for the last 5 or 10 years. So obviously, why not capitalize on something like that by making kind of a joke of them? It's not- it worked.
Do you see season 6 of Peaky Blinders came out? I've watched every episode of Peaky Blinders.
That's
that
a-
show
that
is
was a
so
done,
fucking
right?
good.
Done.
No, season 6 is new on.
No, but I'm pretty sure that was like they're done. They're no longer making any more. That was like the series
yeah,
finale.
yeah. I think so. Yeah, yeah.
I haven't actually.
Have you watched it? Peaky
I
Blinders.
watched like the first season or two of it.
oh my
And it wasn't bad. I just felt like the storyline was getting a little, I don't know, repetitive in my opinion. But
Watched all of it in 2 days. I don't know about 2 days, but yeah, I binged that shit when I watched it too. Like crazy.
your mother, you're gonna
Well,
go to get a life.
to-
How did
to
you
be hon-
watch? Nah, that's Cap.
Nah, yeah, wait, because I just
You
watched
just-
3 episodes. I just watched 3 seasons of The
That's a cap.
Boys, and I played no video games, and that's all I did was just to binge The Boys, and it still took me like 4 days or 5 days. How the fuck did you watch 6 seasons of Peaky Blinders?
Bro, I did one of those like speed throughs, like on 10 times speed, watching it.
He was up for
Whoa!
48 hours straight. I think
a
there's
lot.
more than 48 hours worth of episodes.
Well, watch it at 10 time rate, so you can watch
yeah.
480 hours at it.
3 times.
Whoa, that was a really good episode.
That was sick. I seen the people with the guns.
I do like the actors in that one though. Like the brothers and stuff, they did pretty good. They did a good casting and like they're portraying the Irish mafia really well on that shit. Like, it's Irish, right?
No,
Mobs?
they're
Oh, they're Scots.
they're English. They're not Irish.
No, they're not. The family is not English.
Yeah, they're
Most certainly not.
they're
Peaky Blinders, brother.
they're fucking what's it called? They're the people that roam. I can't remember their names right now. No, I stayed up late and I watched them back to back. I was AFK from Smite for a bit. Yeah, no, I mean Peaky Blinders is a fire show though. It's super fire. They're what are they called? Like they're like nomads of England. Gypsies. There you
English,
go. Thank you.
Irish. No, gypsies are just.
No, gypsies are like I know what gypsies are, but they're
They're
English
Irish.
gypsies.
They're Irish.
Dude, they're
Literally
English.
just looked it up on the thing. No, they're Irish,
They're
brother.
English.
You can
gypsies.
literally. They even say it in the show.
I actually okay. That's funny though because
They're
I
Irish.
literally never knew they were Irish because in the last season or fifth and sixth seasons when they're like the IRA is fucking with them, I thought the whole point was because they were English.
No, the IRA was just toxic.
I
If you're not
understand
with
that
the IRA,
IRL.
you're against it. That's how it is.
Yeah.
The U.S. is based off of like a legitimate
No, I know.
crime organization, right? Yeah, okay. Some people don't know that, but yeah, no, the IRA is just like the
You're
extremist
right.
Irish royal
You're
army.
right.
That's all it is.
That's my bad because I just saw what Jurassic said and that actually I knew that already. They did fight for Ireland in the war.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
And-
you're right. You're right. You're right. I don't know why I was thinking English. Like
Part of the plot
whatever.
is they tried to get them to work with the IRA because they were Irish, so they thought that they could use them as like a double agent, or not a double agent, like an inside man.
They don't have very strong Irish accents though. They don't.
I think it's more natural, actually, just like Canadians. Like a lot of Canadians that I know don't actually have like really straight Canadian accents. I think.
Dude, the Irish people I know have Irish accents.
I'm not saying there's people who don't. I'm just saying it's just like there's
Conor
a lot of
McGregor
places where accents
does
aren't
not
as strong
sound
as
like
you
the
feel
guy.
like.
Conor McGregor does not sound like the guys on Peaky Blinders.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Like
They
you're
sound
not
like-
wrong. There's a lack of the Irish like accent in a lot of the characters, but you could definitely tell they're supposed to be Irish if you like listen to them and they're. But no.
No. I did know that. He was
Regardless.
right. The whole point of the whole war thing was that they fought for Ireland. So I knew that. I just fucking was blanking.
Which
out.
also was pretty cool. Honestly, that's probably one of the coolest things for the story is they're shining the light on PTSD and stuff, and like the stuff that him and his brother go through or went through or going through, whatever. That shit was actually kind of just a perspective you don't get in a lot of
Low-key was
TV nowadays.
tilted at how mad they were getting at Tom and what he does. True. Yo, Tom low-key is like super fucked up individual, obviously, but like they do a good job at sympathizing with him if you're like
Is he the eldest
have any
brother?
empathy at all. Yeah. Tommy boy.
Yeah.
He's the OG, the old boy. Not the.
Wait,
I don't think
the
he's
middle
actually
brother
the
then.
oldest brother. He's the OG.
and he's the middle brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
okay.
oldest brother
Okay,
is the
he's the
skinny.
middle brother.
The skinny. I don't remember his name right now.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Tommy's the middle one. That's right. Never mind. 'cause
Tommy's
that was
the
from
OG.
Tommy.
Yeah, he's not the oldest. You know what? The one I don't like is the younger brother that went to America and married the blonde bitch that was like just fucking maniacal.
I don't think I've seen the part where he goes to America, but you're talking about the one he marries the gypsy, right?
No.
Because that's why they start with that's why they start that group.
I'm talking about
with
the younger brother. Jurassic might probably remembers his name. I'm blanking out on all their names right now. And I literally was just watching season 6
I mean, their
last night.
cousin.
No, they're young brother.
Like I said, I've only watched the first few seasons, so
probably
it
haven't
might be
even
something else
seen
they
him yet.
introduced earlier.
What I like
but
is how they brought it back and said at how it was nice and chill, dude, before being sent off. Yeah, the dude who joined the mafia. That's what I'm talking about. The younger brother. Yeah, they were chilling before they went to
Peaky
war, and then they
Blinders?
came back, and they were just like a whole different. Yeah,
oh, Arthur Shelby's the older one.
Arthur is the old one.
John Shelby, is that who it is? John?
John dies at some point. It's the next one.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. They have like a really younger brother.
Yeah, and later
That's
on,
right, I forgot
like,
about that.
season
That's
4,
right,
5, and
yeah.
6, he's like a teenager, but he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
and then he's adult. I think on 5 and 6, and he's
You're
yeah.
not talking about Michael, which is technically their aunt's son. You're not talking about him.
Yes, it is Michael. Yeah.
Okay.
Michael.
Okay, yeah,
Tom
because
was
that's
with
their
the girl
aunt's
and
son.
stuff
That's
before
actually
they
their
died.
cousin.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Michael is Polly's son, but they
Okay,
thought
yeah, that's what you're talking about. I got to that part.
Oh,
I think that was around the season that I stopped watching.
they're
Was when
all
he was
Polly's
introduced.
kids.
No, they're not. That's not their mother. brother.
Oh, that's their aunt. Yeah, you're right.
It's their
you're right,
aunt.
you're right. I don't know. I'm
Paul,
fucking yeah. Polly is
like
their aunt.
Tommy, Arthur, and John are brothers, and that's their aunt. And
Yeah.
then their aunt had a son who came back
Michael,
into the
yeah.
show. Yeah.
Michael's the one that goes to America and fucking
Okay, you haven't gotten to that part, so that's why. Yeah, you're not spoiling it for me because if I ever do watch it, I'm not too concerned about it.
But he's fucking annoying to me. Like later on in the show, it's funny how
He kind
well
of seemed annoying in the first season, honestly.
like how well that they sympathize with. Like I dig the part he got this shit blown. I'm trying to kill Tom. Blah, blah, blah. What are you even talking about here? What? You're trying to blow Tom.
brother watched the wrong Peaky Blinders. You watched that Triple X Peaky Blinders?
Peaky blunders.
Peaky Blowers.
What are you talking about, dude? I mean, I see what he's saying, but dude, why do you type like you're fucking? Are you high, dude? Why do you type like you just drank a fifth of vodka? No, but it's that's definitely one of my favorite shows, though. I agree. That I binge watched the fuck out of that shit. I love that show. Love that show. The Boys, I definitely just binge watched it and it was good, but it's like kind of.
It's gonna be one of those shows that I'm gonna forget eventually. It's that kind of show.
Yes, I know. I was trying not to tell Brian that.
Sheesh.
Literally just watched it.
That's the last episode. I don't really care honestly because he kind of makes it seem like the one who should be. Huh? That's funny actually. And then I did like the guy who played the guy who acted I think he said his name earlier actually. But the guy who acted as the Jewish mafia boss when they were first like
Hardy?
expanding in the early, yeah, Tom Hardy, he did that really well. Honestly, he did that really well.
Tom Hardy
was a
does for
great
some
pick.
reason play like that Jew mafia
Wait,
boss.
isn't he Irish or something like that though?
Yeah,
He's from England of some sort. I know that.
Tom Hardy is.
I'm not sure if
yeah,
he's Irish or Scottish or
yeah,
just
he's-
English or
He's
whatnot.
from
But
the UK somewhere. Yeah.
yeah, I know. I'm not really too worried about it. Just like I probably won't watch it.
But
I very rarely watch TV in general. You know, when I do, it's because it's stuff that I'm actually like stuck on that I actually want to watch.
I'm the same way.
Whereas Peaky,
I only watch.
I watched
YouTube.
a little bit, but then kind of gave up.
I only watch YouTube, and when I do watch TV shows, like with The Boys recently, I just binge watch them all the way through. I was seeing.
Yeah, his scenes were fucking mint. His were really were. Although when he betrayed them, it was like really kind of annoying. Because I felt like
actually felt it coming though. I felt like he was
I
plotting
did
the
than
whole time.
It wasn't
Wait,
really.
so you
a
watched more than
surprise
that
character.
than first two seasons?
Yeah, maybe I watched more than 2 seasons.
'Cause
Because I
he's
watched the
like-
point where Michael came in, and Michael I think was actually 4th season.
Yeah, that's like 3 or 4 minimum, probably 4.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know, brother.
Well, Michael was already in the show at some point, but you didn't really understand who he was or what was.
No,
going
but
on.
like he didn't actually come into. No, the first season he came in, he was introduced as her son. Because that's why they met.
found him. Yeah, they
She
found-
went to
yeah, yeah,
find him, and then he actually went and found him for her
Yeah.
because she didn't want to.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that was season 4 probably. That was later in the saga.
but maybe I did watch a lot. And then honestly, as much as like I hated him, and I was very glad when they killed him off, but Sam Neill actually did a really excellent job too as the investigator or whatever.
Yeah,
Like he really was probably like there were parts where obviously I was like, this is garbage, because he was like supposed to come into the whole like in the first season he was like, we're high and mighty, you know, we don't do crime, we are the law, we need to uphold it, we need to do it. And then he ends up doing all this shit that was like super shady, super bullshit, and like it was like, okay, that was like a horrible character arc, like a high and mighty, like, you know, follow the law and like gonna take down everybody who's corrupt, and then becomes literally the most corrupt person in the entire government from that perspective.
yeah,
But I did like him as a like, actor, though he did portray the character very well.
yeah. I think my favorite thing was when they were at the place, and then they did the thing with the stuff. So, it was pretty cool.
It's a pretty good show. Where you watched it and then you like opened your eyes and saw something and it was like that was cool and you watched it again.
Yeah, and then I
That's
saw
probably my favorite part. And then you heard something, and it came from the
the
audio,
cop
and it
got
was like
shot
one
in
of
the.
those.
Oh hell yeah, because that cop was a fucking
Yeah,
piece of shit, dude.
yeah, he was. No, that's what I'm saying though. Like they like his character arc kind of got real shitty, but like I did like him as an actor in the show. But his character arc was
What's
garbage.
funny is they're basically all piece of shits, but the way that they make you sympathize with the main characters is that the cop that's a piece of shit is even more of a piece of shit than the piece of shits.
Well, the cop is like, yeah, hypocrite though,
Yeah, I
because he's over
understand.
here.
I
Seriously,
understand.
it makes it even worse because you know that they were bad people doing bad things to people. That's so you expected it from them.
Yeah.
But from him, he's supposed to be the man of the law,
The
the
man
Irish,
above
Catholic,
all
and
else.
Romani.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Was a good show though. I actually personally like Sopranos more,
With
but that's
you
just me.
forever. The hell? What juice you got?
He's obviously asking you.
Oh,
I was about to say, like, what do you, brother? Pink punch.
twist, lemon twist. Juices are fire.
Wow.
I got a bunch of juice actually. I got a few bottles over there.
You smoked it or snorted it?
Both.
It makes sense. Makes sense.
Netflix is dying.
Netflix is dying. Granny Smith apples. I still don't understand why I said that, honestly.
We could go back and figure it out, but I don't remember either.
No, it's not worth it.
Not at all.
Let it die. Let it die. Well, I mean, I know we're trying to do a little shorter today because we've got a busy schedule, but I don't know if you wanted to just. I know you said you checked it out and whatnot, sum up, but the Smite update, brother,
Yeah.
it's coming up next week. The Nickelodeon Battle Pass, brother. Have you seen? Did you like? I know you don't care probably enough, so you probably not actually look at them in game. Um, but the Danny Phantom and the Invaders Sim skin are actually pretty fucking clean.
I saw you guys talking about it in your Discord, but I didn't actually go and look for anything. Danny Phantom
Yeah.
does seem pretty sick. Who is what god is he?
Janos. He like teleports. I don't know
mage?
what he's the actual god of. Yeah, he is a mage. Yeah.
I think I remember him.
And then they had like it's Janus and then Freya, which is a mage as well, but she's like a ADC style mage. And then Invader Zim is Cupid. So obviously an ADC. And then they had Powdered Toastman as Gilgamesh, which is the warrior. I actually don't know who that is.
You know
honest
what
with
they
you.
you know what they should do? They should just bring in like the Rugrats.
I'm telling you what, dude. I guarantee you they're gonna continue going with more and more Nickelodeon.
just
I could
wonder
care
how
less about Rugrats.
because Smite doesn't seem like a big enough game to really have like the money to be doing that, but I guess so. At least I got some juices and I'm not using at all. I got 2 full bottles of blue palm and sour apple and berry smoothie and strawberry watermelon. Oh, that was a fucking fantastic story. Yeah, I got a few other. I got some like watermelon lime, strawberry kiwi, and some other ones, bottles of juice head back there.
I think I have Alabama Bluegrass, and I think I have Sidewalk Chalk.
Yeah,
I
got
think
some
are the 2
Kentucky-
flavors that I have right now.
I got Kentucky Fried Chicken and double stuffed Oreos.
Sidewalk Chalk.
Wow, that
Delicious.
sounds amazing.
And then yeah, the last one's Rocco from Danza Brulo. Which these kids are like, I get what you're saying though. Like it is weird that they're getting so much with Nickelodeon, but I guess it's because Nickelodeon's the only company that doesn't have already a pretty major crossover with like that has that much like character limits to it. You know,
Do they have any in Fortnite? Do they ever do Ninja
Nick.
Turtles?
No,
No,
I don't think any. I can't think of any Nickelodeon in Fortnite, which kind of makes sense because Disney and Nickelodeon are, you know,
Disney.
arch nemesis, and Disney has like everything in Fortnite, brother.
Yeah, I know all the Marvel, Star Wars shit, the fucking their
Everything.
cartoons, yeah.
But then again, they have DC as well, so I guess technically it's not like they're really not like Fortnite's
Sure, they have a ton of
opposed
DC
to doing the same. Yeah, it's not like Fortnite's opposed to it, but
Dude, did you see the
I like that Smite's getting Nickelodeon because that is one thing I think that like it helped. Like they already had Nickelodeon obviously because you know they have TMNT and they have Avatar, Last Airbender. But I think it definitely helped their community grow because they even said when they did their first big battle pass, which I think was It either was Avatar or it was Stranger Things. It was one of those two. Was like one of the bigger ones, and they saw like a massive uptick of players just based off the
The skins.
Battle Pass. So I like, and the fact that like Nickelodeon like is a real good engagement for people and that play Smite, because like if you look at the portfolio of people who play Smite, generally it's people like over the age of 20. It's like a older hearted game, so like this is like nostalgic for a lot of people, obviously, because none of these cartoons have people have grown up on. I mean, like, obviously TMNT and Avatar: Last Airbender still is always on fucking TV because they're both huge. But like XJ9, Rocco, Invader Zim, I still don't know who Powder Toastman is, honestly. I don't. Maybe I just don't recall it right now, but I've never seen it. But and Danny Phantom even. I don't think Danny Phantom I've even seen like around anymore lately.
Oh, anymore? I thought
Who
you were
he
saying
is.
ever. Oh, I was like, what?
I say like the nostalgic aspect of like who plays the game. Like this is perfect because they're bringing out old cartoons that aren't really big, popular, or big anymore, and then they're just getting money off of them from people who are, you know, the nostalgic reasons. So.
Did you see the This is a little off topic, but I just want to say this before I forget. Do you see that they added the Thor and Mighty Thor skins in Fortnite?
I did not, but that doesn't surprise me because the movie came out today, which I also forgot
I was gonna
about.
say I don't want to spoil it too much, but it gives away something about the
I
movie.
don't really care that much personally.
Yeah, so it
Personally, I don't
because
care.
they
I mean,
made
other people might.
so they're making Jane Foster the actual Thor now. She has this hammer.
Which we
You saw
already
it in
kind
the
of knew.
previews.
Yeah.
But then now they're making Thor the Mighty Thor, which in the comics is like a stronger version of himself.
Oh, I
with,
thought
like,
they were
better
getting
armor
rid of
and
him.
shit. Why would they make him the Mighty Thor in Fortnite if they're getting rid of him? It wouldn't make sense unless he reaches Mighty Thor level.
I don't disagree with you. That's what I thought was she was gonna become Thor, and because even in the like previews, they made it seem like that. Like he was talking like, I'm done with this life. I just wanna like stay in my kingdom and take care of the people. It's literally like in the fucking previews.
From Ren and Stimpy. I think what they're gonna do, Powder Toast
Oh,
Man.
Powder Toast Man.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up then.
But what I think they're gonna do is, I think that
Oh,
part.
okay, I know what that is.
Yeah, I think what they'll do is they'll make that part of the movie will probably be the beginning, and then he'll get dragged more into shit, and then he'll get turned into Mighty Thor once Jane Foster becomes Thor.
Which makes sense too,
I've
then,
heard
because. But, so what's the difference then? Like he's just more powerful. Like I'm not trying to sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like that's generally what
He'll
it
have
is.
like a
He's just
better armor, and he'll just be like
so
more
he's just
one
more
with
of a
himself.
badass,
He's like
which
more
is actually
complete.
even cooler because it's Thor's one of my favorite Avengers personally.
Personally,
I actually do like no, whatever.
Whatever. I like Hulk.
Whatever. Anyways,
Whatever.
no, so that's actually cool to me. I might actually end up getting that skin. Now that you said that. Which we do need to start getting back and at least doing dailies and shit. Otherwise, I'm never gonna finish this battle pass.
I just want to get the Indiana Jones shit done too.
True.
We might be able to play a little bit tonight. I don't know what you're doing, but
I'm gonna stream tonight.
Stream. Okay. I want to try to get at least Indiana Jones shit done, but it's whatever. But what I was gonna say is the Thor and Mighty Thor. You have to. It's a pack, so you have to get both. It's 2,500.
Oh
V-Bucks.
no.
Yeah, so you can ask Mommy V-Bucks.
Mom, can I have some Fortnite? $19 Fortnite. $19 Fortnite. No, the Fortnite Battle Pass right now is Darth Vader and Indiana Jones.
Yeah. So you need to get,
I don't think he was anything of that.
You still need to get Darth Vader. Then you need to get Indiana. We both need to get Indiana Jones for the Fortnite Battle Pass. Yes.
I finally did look at all the recolors though. I think they released them all. I think I've seen them all though, but none of them have anything to do with Darth Vader though, right?
No. And
Did
you see the second skin for Indiana Jones? So
the picture you sent me, I saw it. He's like sleeveless, right?
Is like the
cut off white shirt kind of thing.
Yeah, it's pretty clean actually.
I haven't seen like an in game, but from the screenshot or the picture you sent me, I saw it. So,
pretty clean.
so that's why I don't really care. Like once I hit 100 in the battle pass, I think I'm gonna be more vibed out. But I know we still have. It's through not through September. It's through August. Isn't it like mid-September when that battle pass ends or something? So I still have like 2 whole months anyways. So I'm not like roughing for it. Now if they would have done something for Darth Vader in the end of like the extra battle pass, even if it wasn't like If it was just like an Anakin skin or something, I definitely would have grinded that shit out more. But because
I
it's just
agree.
recolors of the skins that I probably will never play as anyways, I, for me,
They
it's
look
once I
they
hit
look
100, that's all I have.
like they look
Some of them
cool,
look cool,
but I
but
wouldn't
like when
grind
you
for them either. I
spend
agree.
money on skins that actually have like a cool character to it or something, it's like it's not a comparison.
I agree. So, but I definitely want Indiana
But the indie does
Jones.
look cool. I do
And
an indie. I do
then
an indie. I'm not definitely one indie.
that's it though. Actually, Indiana Jones is the thing I have left to get, and that's because the quest just came out last week, and I haven't played.
No, not even. It was this week. Because I think I got on like Sunday or Monday, and it said 2 days. It was this week. It literally just came out.
Yeah,
It was pretty new.
yeah,
But no, I definitely do want that too. I'm not gonna not collect that because indie's actually pretty cool.
yeah. But you know, we can just grind straight through him, like through his.
Oh,
tasks.
actually, I just seen it on Fortnite. The
Pause.
Thor skins. It's on the Epic Game Store.
Yeah.
Brother, wait, does it come with both of them together, her and him?
Yep. And
Is
their
the
back blings.
25 together?
Yep. And their back
He looks
blings.
badass. She looks badass too, brother.
And their emotes and their flight things, whatever their glider, which is just them like using the weapon and the electricity. It's
Oh,
dope.
so it's like a full pack. Like they didn't like you get everything. It's not just the skins for 25. That's
I
pretty
think
good
the
too,
only
though.
thing it didn't come with was it comes with the harvester too. I think it doesn't
What's
come
their
with,
emotes?
doesn't come with a trail. They just do like a little thing.
Oh, is the harvesters their hammers?
Yeah, one he has
She has the Amorjor or whatever, and he has like the big ass battle axe.
yeah.
That's
Deathbringer.
that's kind of cool too, actually. Deathbringer, okay.
Wait, is it called Deathbringer? I don't even remember what the fuck it's called now, but yeah. Yeah, he
I
has
see
axe,
the
she has
image of
hammer.
them.
Yeah, and
That's
so
not
you
the
get,
thing.
so
My
you get
game's
their
updated, so I can
harvesters,
actually
you get
get on,
their
but-
back blings, you get both skins with multiple options for their skins. You can do the traditional, and then you can do the charged one on all the items.
They have like the electric,
Yeah,
the
yeah, the lightning.
lightning or whatever going
Yeah.
through them.
Then you can do the cape, no cape, the capes for both of them for their back.
See how
bling.
much money they're making on this shit, brother? Because they release a movie and now they're putting out a whole skin just for a fucking movie,
Two
dude.
skins. Yeah.
Sheesh. They do the same thing with the battle pass
I
setting.
guarantee you, we went into a game of Fortnite right now. There's probably at least like 10 fucking Thors running around.
Yeah, it's a
Probably
pretty
more than that.
badass skin.
Probably every game. They're sick.
At our elo, probably gonna be one in every game at minimum.
Yeah.
In our elo, because people at our elo obviously play the game a shit ton, so they build off that.
Yeah. In Drastic Zelo though, it's probably nobody. Just bots.
Oh,
With
brother,
standard
chill. I
skins.
wasn't trying to insinuate anything like that. Just
bots
happy
with,
little
just bots with the
trees.
standard skin.
I'm sorry, little one. Bro, my game's taking forever to update, but now I kind of want to open it up just so I can buy it and then get off.
Sounds about right. Yeah, I'm about to head out though, so.
Yeah, man, I'm about to go start streaming, so I'm chilling.
But appreciate you stopping by, Drastic, and anybody else that watches this or listens to it. Once we have everything uploaded, hope everyone enjoys their weekend. And Drastic's actually garbage at Fortnite, so just
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So donate
yeah,
just 19 cents a day.
yeah.
It's only
for
$17 a
19
month.
cents a day, $17 a
You
month.
can
You
help.
can feed a small, weak, sick
Drastic.
child like Drastic. All right, thanks for stopping by, y'all. I'm Glock.
Maybe y'all have a good weekend. Catch you guys next week. Peace out.